Come on in, boys and girls. Creamville sucks, yo. Good one. I just hope that's somebody from Anderson County. What's up, Dylan? Looks like it, Adam. They got to hang on. I think where they got A&M left. What's up, Matt? What's up, Dwayne? Dwayne, my boy. Feeling the pain, Dwayne. Yeah, y'all had a amazing comeback effort there. Just come up a little bit short.
You understand that? Yes, sir. Roll that one. Fuck you.
Yeah. There you go, Christopher.
Say the name. Yes, sir. We gonna beat their ass in recruiting. We gonna beat their ass every time they see us. You understand that? Yes, sir. Roll that one. Fuck you.
Coach O can come on my live stream and say "fuck you" anytime he wants to.
You understand that? Yes, sir. Roll that one. Fuck you.
Gotta love the man. Hated him for a while there, but gotta love him now. I'm waiting on Carter. That's actually my bad. I gotta bring him in here. Hang on, Carter. I'm drop you the link there, big dog. Carter was going to be a little bit late, but he was busy getting his ass kicked over there on the Rocky Top Rumble. Okay. Oh, there's your link, big boy. Well, lots of good football this weekend. Game of the week, the game of the century was played Saturday night in Lexington, and the VOLS won the game of the century. Another little bitty game they had down in Turdscaloosa. Some Crimson team that's a bunch of losers. They're on a losing streak right now, by the way. I wonder if we'll see my boy Marine in here. He promised to come in here tonight. So far, he's a no-show, but I believe he'll show up. LSU Scooter in the house. I know Scooter's feeling happy today. Haruto. Man, we can beat them both. All this nonsense about can we beat Missouri and Vandy? Of course we can. Ain't that right, Flint? Tell them. Ain't no can we to it. It's a done deal. What's up, Zlabem? You guys gonna beat South this Friday? Dwayne RTR says we got class. Nice little comment there from Bryant Denny Stadium. We tried our hardest in the second half. Hats off to LSU. Y'all deserve this win. I got news for LSU. That's a great win. But right now, it doesn't look much like anybody is stopping the big red machine up in Columbus unless the wheels just completely fall off. They're looking ridiculous right now. I mean, they're not just beating people. They're freaking embarrassing people. And something's got to be done. Michigan and Penn State. Maybe Minnesota. You know, if the Minnesota guys can hang in there and stay undefeated and get a shot at them, we shall see. Hang on, Carter. I'm looking to see if you're in here. Yep, there you are. There he is.
I'm in here. Just
What's
remember,
going on,
people,
loser?
can't spell suck without UK, baby.
That's right. Can't spell Rocky Top Rumble without cheaters, can you?
yeah, maybe a little. Dude, I nailed it in the first round. Like I was the leader, and second round. The thing is, I'm going to suggest, man, is change up the order each round. Like the first one went first, needs to go last. Because I had to go behind freaking Catfish.
Oh yeah, you were doomed.
And he got passed into another round because of a funny comment he made called the Little Debbie Bowl or something. No,
what?
I mean,
is that where we're going according to the world, according to Garp?
Well, like one of the questions was about if you.
Well, that didn't sound good.
And then if we do, which bowl game you think it'll be? And he kind of said something like, I don't know if it's going to be the Music City Bowl, Liberty Bowl, or hell, it might be the Little Debbie Bowl. I don't know.
Well, I don't care as long as it's not Music City. I mean, of course, it don't matter to me anyway. I don't get to play in it.
I don't know if I can't really hear you, Keith, for some reason.
You're always having hearing issues over there. So we're gonna do one at a time tonight. I don't care how many people ask for the link.
Bear with me.
Can you hear me at all? I don't know if you can hear me at all.
I lost audio, or not my audio.
Well, get out of your freaking car. I don't know what it is with Carter, but anytime we talk on the phone or anywhere, he's got to be in his car.
Let me back out and rejoin.
So while we're waiting on Carter to get back in here, I'll take David first tonight. How you doing?
Good. How are you, sir?
Good. Did Oregon win / play this weekend?
No, we had a bye week.
Okay. So what's going on with you?
Not much. Just waiting to play Arizona, finish out the Pac-12 North, and go play Utah for a chance at the playoff.
Right. Did you get to watch the game of the century yesterday?
I watched the last little bit. I was at the dog park when it started, but I did watch I think I got the fourth quarter.
Right.
Fourth quarter, I think I got it. And man, I checked the score at the park and it was like team like shit. And then I check it again. It's 30.
Oh, I was talking about the game of the century, Tennessee and Kentucky.
Oh, yeah, the other game.
You got your games of the century mixed up.
No, I was not.
Can you hear us now, Carter?
Yeah, I can hear you fine now. Everything's good.
Okay. So you did get to see Bama LSU, and they were kicking ass in the first half.
Yeah, they were. I was like, that's really good for Oregon because Bama will fall far if they get beat by, double digits, I thought. But Bama hung in there.
Well,
didn't look.
I didn't get to see the first half of the game because I decided to stay in the only freaking hotel on the gosh darn planet that doesn't have CBS, and the hotel's literally like 5 miles from the CBS affiliate. And I was angry over that. But, had bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, I saw your video on that. That would have pissed me off, too. How do you not have basic channels in a fucking hotel, even if it is a cheap...
Yeah, I mean, take care, Tyler Leopard. Speaking of Leopard, I wonder if my girl Tiger Cat's going to show up tonight.
I haven't seen her in a little while.
Well, she was here. I did a stream especially for her this week, letting her talk about the LSU Bama game, and
she was in the Volunteer Roadshow stream during the game.
Oh, was she?
Scott is supposed to be showing up tonight. I was just in Scott's live stream, and he wants to come in here.
Yeah.
Y'all.
I hope he does.
Yes.
But Scott was. Yeah. Yeah, he was well on his way. All right, so
if you don't like the words, I'll gladly admit that, or I'll openly admit that. Don't bring them on. It says it about everything.
I noticed that too. What's on your mind, David? I'm already getting
I just
people.
wanted to come on and say, hey, you don't got to keep me on for anything.
Dude, all about the U's in here.
Is he?
Yes.
Well, I'm dropping the link right now.
Yeah.
All right, David.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring Luke in here real quick.
All right, sir. If you have a good one, I'll listen from outside the backstage and just be here in the chat.
All right, brother. Appreciate you
I am
calling.
at work right now, so if you need me, tell me to hop on the backstage because I am at work right now. But I can chat on YouTube.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, y'all. Peace.
See ya.
See ya. All right, so all about the U. If you're in there, if you're in the chat, they say you're in the chat. I dropped the link for you.
Yeah, he said I got you, Carter.
If you want to hop in here and talk about your Canes, you're more than welcome to. What's going on, Corporal?
What's up, BVD?
How you doing?
Doing great.
What's on your mind?
Not much. What's up, Carter?
Carter.
Yes. I can't hear him.
Oh, that's got to be on
What
your end.
No, dude, it's on everyone. Everybody that comes in here, that happens to him. Remember last week?
Can you hear Carter, Luke?
Uh-huh.
I think it's mostly you. I mean, I know when we get more than 3 people in here, we seem to have trouble. But
I mean, it happens every week. So, and it
well,
wasn't just to me.
I'm gonna fire my producer.
Yeah,
Archie, you're fired.
I'll back out and come back in.
All right. So, what's on your mind tonight, Luke?
Not much. I mean, Tennessee got a huge win last night.
They're all huge. They're all huge.
I mean, come on. Beating Kentucky is always fun. Like,
yeah.
Let's be real.
I mean, for you young guys, I can see where beating Kentucky's fun. You know, for old farts like myself, beating Kentucky is just kind of
what do you mean?
An afterthought.
They beat us twice in my lifetime.
I can hear him now.
Yeah, I know.
Is Carter?
Yeah, Carter's back.
Yep.
I can't hear him.
Well, just say what's on your mind.
Alrighty. Well, we just got finished recording Rocky Top Rumble. It was the final was Brandon Martin and Bobby, and this was a stunner to everybody. Bobby lost.
Okay, I'm just curious why you would be telling us that. I mean, isn't the objective to watch it ourselves?
I mean, nobody in here is gonna watch it anyway. So.
You don't know. Well, I mean, that's probably true, but you never know. One or two of them.
Talking about it earlier, so might as well brought it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tennessee's got 2 more left. Got to win 1 to get to a bowl. Got to get 2 to get to 7-5. And if they can do that, and they get some middle of the road Big Ten team in the bowl game, they have a legitimate chance of finishing with 8 wins, which is pretty much unheard of.
Yeah.
For a team that lost to teams like Georgia State and BYU, I don't think any of us would have saw that coming. But see you, BVD. See you, Carter. I'll talk to you later.
All right, guy.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
All
right
about
there.
you. We are ready for you, sir.
Hop in, say a few things, and get out. That's what I like it. That's a man that knows how to handle a fake phone call.
Yeah, Lou said, or All About the You said, let me know whenever y'all are ready. We're ready.
Yeah, we're ready. So, yeah, big ass win last night. I mean, as big as a win over Kentucky could be. This, given our current state of affairs, it was a huge win because we needed it to help get us closer to being bowl eligible. And I know the days are coming, Carter, where we don't have to worry about getting bowl eligible. We'll get back to those days where going to bowls are automatic and all that. It's just right now we've got to worry about that stuff. And how about Lynn Bowden? That dude. I mean, for somebody that's a wide receiver, if he could throw even a little bit, he would be an outstanding quarterback. I mean, we look like Keystone Cops out there chasing him around last night.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, man. He can run the ball great, or I don't know, maybe a running back position. Well, I don't know if he'd work out as good at running back, but the guy can run. He can break tackles. I mean, he's just an all around. He's an athlete.
He's definitely elusive.
In high
And
school, they said he was a really good DB.
well, you know how it is in high school. These guys that come to anybody that comes to play D1 football at a Power 5 school that's not like an offensive lineman, most of those guys can play anything in high school.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I can believe that. I mean, I can believe that for sure. As athletic as he was last night. But how about our defense, man? Giving up 13 points quickly and then shutting them down from there on out, even though, you know, if they hadn't have botched the extra point, that we might be talking about a different outcome tonight. Our defense was, I'm not going to call them a stone wall, but the bend but don't break Jeremy Pruitt defense is working to perfection right now against these powerhouses that we're playing. What did you think about our D?
I thought our D played good enough to win when it mattered. They made the right stops and everything. And sorry, all about to you. You have to click the link. BVD's going to post it in the chat, and you just click on it, and you'll follow it through there, and it'll get you in the show. Keith will drop the link right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it again for you right now, there, Mister.
And just click on the link. But
there
our
you go.
defense, like I said, our defense did good enough to win. You know, they gave up a lot of rushing yards, but like you said in your video, between the tens.
Well, I mean, what they have 300 and some yards.
It was
rushing.
Yeah, it definitely over 300. I don't know the exact. I know he Bowden had over 140 yards. The other running back, he had like 85. Another guy had 50. Another guy had 40.
And then what they have, like 20 feet passing.
Yeah, I think
something
it was
like
like
that.
2 of 5 or something.
All right, let me try this again. The link. For some reason, I know why it was given the YouTube link now.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's
Scott.
my bad, Scott. Now let's see. Yeah, there you go. There's the correct link now.
The StreamYard. Click the one in the middle. I know it's hard with the Jim Beams making you see double.
Yeah. You might have to jump through a hoop or two.
Well, Keith, I got a question for you. What do you think about the orange breeches?
They looked yellow to me. I mean,
when they were showing like from panning, like for the field, getting ready for the play, they looked kind of yellow. But when they zoomed in, you can see they looked orange. But
well, that's Kentucky's fault. You ever noticed? I've noticed, but just never said anything about it till now. That is the darkest damn stadium I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it looked like they were playing at Coalfield High School, you know. I mean, it's dark as shit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we had
dark.
such a rough time.
It's like forest green out there. The field is. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. And, well, I mean, I guess it's because of the Kroger field, I guess. They don't put a lot of money in their light system. I don't know.
Yeah, they went with paper instead of plastic, I guess.
Yeah, they threw it all towards Rupp Arena.
Let's see. Hoghead in the comments said, where'd it go? Oh, damn it. I think he said something like our coach sucks and needed to get shit canned. Actually, that's not what he said. Hal Morris got a raw deal. I don't know about that. I guess it just depends on how you look at it. What is this, year 2?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are we
Chad Morris?
Yeah, Chad Morris. He said Hal Morris. Year 2, it's not a lot of time. And I saw his press conference, and he said, you know, basically in a nutshell, he said, this shit job is going to take a long time to get fixed, and 2 years ain't freaking long enough. You know, I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically, and he's right. I mean, but come on, man, you can't lose to Western Kentucky in front of 10 fans, you know.
And not just lose, but get your ass kicked.
Yeah, I mean, that was a total beatdown. What's going on, Scott?
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
I'll gladly admit I have no fucking idea what the fuck I'm doing right now. if I'm a drunken moron, what the fuck you gotta say below? Feel free to say that I'm that. BVD or Carter, feel free to.
And this is sponsored to us by Jim Beam.
Yeah, our new sponsor here on BBD TV. What's going
Drink responsibly.
What's going on with you tonight?
I'm about a half bottle through Jim Beam fucking honey right now. That's all. What the fuck I got drinking this far as shit right now?
That's your problem.
But
You should be drinking Jack Daniels, son.
That's that Kentucky bourbon you're sipping on now, isn't it?
I'm gonna say this right now, and this is no disrespect to Carter or BVD.
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky is a more relevant program right now as far as Tennessee right now is right now.
Well,
I mean, I guess I don't know. Neither one of us are very relevant. I mean,
Granted, I gladly admit that shit, but I'm surprised I fucking got this far in this shit right now. To be honest with you.
yeah, you're. If you were walking right now, you'd probably be stumbling, wouldn't you? Are you sitting down?
I am sitting down. I'm through the last little bit of Jim Beam right now. Your audio kind of cut out for a few seconds, but I just want to take a moment right now, whether this comes through or not, I don't know. But I
You're
want to thank
coming through fine.
Okay. I want to thank BVD and ACB Carter for the single chance to help myself and my family in a time of need. Y'all were there, and I appreciate that.
absolutely.
Oh, man, you ain't got to thank us, man. We're just glad if we helped you get $2. I hope it helped. I'm glad to see things are looking up for you.
Oh, they're greatly looking up. If there's any fan base outside of Miami, I know it's the Tennessee fan base who've been at a point where we shouldn't be where we should be. We've either been close to where we should be or been a hair or two under. If there's any fan base, y'all are the ones. And I at worst case scenario, we can at least admit to that shit.
I think Nebraska might have a little something to say about that, but yeah, I agree. We've seen it rough for the last decade. It's been rough. But
it's.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, Carter, BVD, where we gotta say? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it can't last forever. I don't think. I mean, I'm starting to wonder, but you always hear it can't last forever.
Exactly. You know something all about you. We're not going to go into any stories or anything on here, but you ever sit back and think about all them fun times we had on Uvu?
Oh, dude, I missed that shit, man. Okay, so anyone, BBD, forgive me if I'm that guy. Like, back in my day, forgive me if I'm that guy. But there was a point in time, as far as YouTube goes, that the main college football vid makers popped on Uvu, where it was BVD, Carter, Rondo, Bill for VOLS, Bama Marine,
Oni
Law
Kuno.
Tide. What's that?
Oni Kuno,
Mr. GJ David. Like, there was a point in time where it was like 5 or 6 of us who would honestly sit here and tell, no matter what the fuck our team's win-loss record was, we said shit how the fuck it needed to be said.
Yeah.
And Carter, I know you're not putting out videos on YouTube. I know BVD is. No discredit to you. I know whatever you're choosing to do is your personal decision. But I know BVD has been someone who, through the highs, the lows, to be honest, BVD, but more lows than anything, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
You've been someone who's put your honest opinion out there, no matter what the fuck it is. If there's one kind of fan base who can kind of be a part of what y'all are going through, at least somewhat, it's the Miami Hurricane fan base. So, just thank you for the content you put out, BVD and ACP Carter.
All right, back at you, man.
We're going 15-0.
Yeah.
Shit, the day we go 15-0 is the day I fucking die. Well, I will die the next fucking day that shit happens.
So let me ask you this, Scott. Do you think Manny is the man?
Okay, I've catch some shit on my channel about this. I've been at a point where I've been fire Manny, fire Danny Nose, fire Blake Barker. I've been that guy. I'm not gonna sit here and deny that.
Well, if
Manny is kind. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say to the people in the chats over here, if you don't know who this guy is, his name should tell you all you need to know about him, all about the U. Probably definitely one of the biggest Hurricane fans I've met in my lifetime.
Yep.
And of course, the Hurricanes are going through a lot of the same shit we're going through right now, and it's tough when you're used to being a program that dominates and is in the top 10 every year without question, to go from that to all of a sudden, oh my God, are we going to beat Georgia State? Or, I'm trying to think of an example for you guys. Are we going to beat Louisville? Are we going to beat Boston College? To have to worry about games like that.
Are we gonna fucking beat Duke?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but as the old new saying goes, it is what it is, and we power through it because we're diehard fans, and that's what we do.
Damn right.
Yeah, and I'll gladly admit through BVD, through Carter, through Rondo, through Bama Marine, through Law Tide, through fucking whoever the fuck you want to name up. What I'm about to say right now, when you take the time to come on here on YouTube and you put your honest opinion out there, whether people agree with it or not, no matter who you support, no matter what, you're gonna catch shit for that, no matter what.
I was going to Catfish. I hand to God, I was getting ready to click and bring you in. So if you're still listening, hop back in there, and I'll bring you in. I don't know if he'll. I guess he was probably wanting to gloat over his Rocky Top Rumble.
He lost.
Oh, he did? Okay,
Yeah,
there he is.
finished
He's
in
back
second.
in. That's right. Second first loser. All right.
Yeah,
What's
finished in
going on,
third.
Catfish? Welcome to the stream. Got Carter in here and our great friend Scott, all about the U, big Hurricane fan. What's on your mind tonight, my second best friend?
Well, you're my third
I just
best
want to
friend.
say, like, anyone who takes 1 single second to make one video on here on YouTube, it takes a lot of fucking shit to come on here and say where the fuck you need to say, positive or negative, among your fan base, no matter what it is. That's the way that shit is. I've never been the most positive or the most liked. I'm fine with it. There's other Miami Hurricane vid makers who have 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, where the fuck it is. I've always tried to keep it real with anyone who comes across the channel, Miami Hurricane vidmaker or not. My bottom line was 10 wins in the regular season and winning the Coastal in the sorry ass division it is right now. To be honest, like that, if you can't be the guy year one to do that, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Damn. Pretty harsh.
Pretty
harsh.
Oh no! I mean, honestly, I've kept shit about this shit. I've said fire Manny. I've been the guy who said fire Dan Enos, fire Blake Barker. Gladly admit that shit. Hand to God right now. I've been that guy.
No.
Please, Manny, prove me the fuck wrong. Shut me the fuck up. Be the guy who does that. And until that day comes, hate me or love me, I'll give my honest opinion. Because myself, ACP Carter, Bill for VOLS, BVD, Law Tide, Bama Marine, fucking God, who's the fuck's the Kentucky fan? God damn it.
Casual gamer Reed.
Who the fuck's the Kentucky fan?
Casual gamer Reed.
Casual gamer Reed. Fucking Magnum, Uncle Lou. There was a point in time in this YouTube shit that there was certain people among at least some fan bases. Onikuno, the OGs in this shit. To be real.
Yeah.
And there's some people who understand it. There'll be some people who don't.
Well, Scott, do you know me and Carter's friend Catfish? Do you watch his stuff?
I don't think you can hear him.
I've seen his stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and deny that shit.
Well,
but Carter, I feel free to say fuck you if I say what I'm about to say. But I think this is more kind of a me and BVD conversation as far as it goes right now.
Okay.
Outside of Law Tide, outside of fucking Bama Tony, outside of fucking such and such and such and such, who the fuck you want to name down below. Fuck him. To be honest.
Hey, I'll take that.
How do you feel about that shit, Catfish?
Hey.
I don't know greatly about him. If he wants to say I'm full of shit,
Yeah, he can't hear him.
I don't think he can hear you, Catfish.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in the room, Scott. He can, but you can't hear his audio.
I know who he is, and I wish him nothing but success. I really do. But Law Tide, Bama Marine, Bama Tony, fucking
Bama Tony is
fuck
gay. Rondo, Bill for Vols.
Fucking Rondo, Bill for Vols. No, I'm talking about Bama video makers. I'm talking about that.
Catfish is a Tennessee video maker.
Bama Tie.
Yep.
Fucking
Bama C.
Mr. Down with the South.
Oh man. If you don't like cussing and vulgarity, get the fuck up off this channel.
I'm going old
No, that was
school
Mega
shit
Ski.
on y'all.
Oh, Mega Ski.
Mega Ski was my motherfucking cracker. I'm not gonna sit here and deny that shit.
You're not going to sit here and deny anything, are you?
No, because Keith Carter. I've been a part of this YouTube shit since 2010. I've seen the greats come, and I've seen the greats go. Gravy, fucking said his shit. Whether you agree with or disagree, Gravy was there. Let's be real.
I love Gravy.
Yeah, I do too.
I've
The
never
big
heard
bad
of him.
booty
He
shaker,
was
Big Gravy.
Go ahead.
Take care, Mr. Squirrel Squasher.
Yeah, big bad booty shaker, Big Gravy, man. He was
Who's
unique.
Gravy?
I don't think you ever got to see him, Catfish.
He was a LSU fan / Alabama fan.
Yeah.
Fell for a little bit.
I think
Slash anybody who beat Bama fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saints fan.
And a troublemaker. And everybody.
I
Oh,
think Alabama should fire Saban.
I think Carter knows it, but BVD even more. Fucking Cam. Fucking Cam's bitch ass.
Eating cereal.
Hang on. I got to say something.
What the hell?
Yes, sir.
We gonna beat their ass in recruiting. We gonna beat their ass every time they see us. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Roll Tide, what? Fuck you.
I love that, man. I'm gonna make that my bedtime music every night.
Roll Tide, what? Fuck you.
Yep.
There you go.
Radiant Noah says Butch
What?
Jones for next Alabama coach.
I'd love it.
Okay, Carter BVD, y'all remember what was it among the? God damn, I'm fucking going old school shit in this shit. it was a Sweet Tea Federation versus who? As far as
The
Tao.
BDU.
Oh,
Tao
yeah.
Sweet Tea Federation.
It
I-
was
Who was
that
the other
that was that
opposing fan base?
Seminole fan PJ. Remember PJ?
No. I'm talking about the I think it was the
It's the WDF and the
Eat for
BDU.
Life. What the fuck it was?
I agree with you, Dylan.
Whiskey Drinkers Federation.
Yeah.
So-
I can't remember.
As far as who the fuck it was, I mean, as far as Mega Ski, who fucking gives a shit?
Let me rein this shit in a little bit here, Scott. Give me your top 5 in college football right now.
Top 5 in college football. Number 1, Ohio State.
Yeah.
They haven't played anybody outside of Cincinnati. But as far as I'm concerned, right now, Ohio State is number 1. Number 2, LSU. They vastly exceeded any expectation that I had right now, and LSU's done that. Number 3, Clemson.
Yeah.
As far as this point in time, I can't really deny that. 4 and 5 is really kind of a fucking toss up right now. As far as who the fuck you and 4, Bama's going to get their credit. No matter what anybody's got to say right now, Bama's probably going to be 4 or 5 no matter what. I've got that number 4 right now. Number 5 goes
Georgia, Oklahoma.
No, Georgia ain't shit. Georgia ain't fucking shit. I don't care who the fuck's watching this shit right now. Magnum called in my live stream a week ago. I thought Georgia wasn't fucking shit. And I'll say that shit right now. I don't see them beating LSU or Alabama.
Well, they may not beat Auburn.
They may not beat Auburn. And I may be wrong about this shit. If I'm wrong, I'll gladly admit that shit. But as far as 5 goes, it's a fucking roll of them motherfucking dice right now. Who the fuck you think 5 is right now?
Well, I personally think until they get beat, Minnesota and Baylor should be up there just because they're undefeated in a Power 5 conference. They're not. I don't think either one of them is going to stay undefeated. But I mean, why not put them up there? What harm's it going to do? They're 9 games in and they haven't lost a game yet. So that's impressive enough to me. And by the way, Scott, Ohio State did curb stomp Wisconsin.
That is true.
You were kind of cutting out there toward the end, so I'm sorry I didn't hear what you just say.
I said Ohio State did curb stomp Wisconsin.
That they did, and it's just kind of a crapshoot who the fuck you pick as far as number 5 goes. It's just if Baylor beats Oklahoma, then yeah, obviously I can see them beating there, but I'm sorry. It's Magnum, Uncle Lou, whoever the fuck it is who may call in after this.
Well,
Georgia, you ain't fucking shit.
There's a guy in the comments named Big Dog. I don't think it's Mr. Big Dog, but he's saying, is this a Miami fan cutting on Georgia? Yes, it is.
And I'll be that guy who cuts on fucking Georgia. You motherfuckers ain't won shit since I was semen in my daddy's fucking nutsack. None of that shit fucking matters. Herschel Walker ain't shit. No one in the high school game gives 2 fucking shits as far as Herschel Walker is right now. As the same thing you could say as far as Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Sean Taylor, whoever the fuck it is. None of that shit matters. When Georgia wins a championship that matters in this century, nothing fucking matters.
Hang in there, Moti. Catfish, what's on your mind tonight, dude?
I just wanted to hang out, see what's going on.
Well,
I think Alabama should fire Saban. What do you think?
Yeah, I do. He's
Yeah.
trash.
Fire
He's
saving.
trash.
Fire saving.
Fire saving.
Anybody that
Can you believe?
loses,
I've already seen Alabama fans saying
BBD
that.
Carter. I'm gonna cut you off right now. Any Alabama fan who's saying fire saber right now, you a bitch ass, sorry ass fan right now. That
Hey, I've heard it.
motherfucker took
I've
your
heard it. I've
program
heard it.
to levels you will never fucking see ever again.
they're
And you
out
are a
there,
sorry
Scott.
ass, bitch
They're
ass
out
fan.
there.
They're definitely out there.
Okay. Carter and Keith.
That's us.
I am 36 years old right now. There was a point in time, my mother is an Alabama fan. Not going to tried and true, been through the highs and lows.
Ain't your dad a Tennessee fan
father,
too?
Go ahead, Carter.
No, I say, ain't your dad a Tennessee fan?
My dad is a Tennessee fan. Been through the highest highs and through and the lowest lows.
You wouldn't lie about that, would
if
you?
there's two people, if there's two people who know the Tennessee, at least among at least what you know, what you see now and the past, is Carter and BBD.
Damn right.
And Law Tide and Bama Marine and
Law Tide, Bama Marine, Bill for Vols, Rondo, fucking God,
Freaking missiles, man.
Scott. I'm gonna give you about another 60 seconds to let us have it. Let us know what's on your brain right now. Then we're gonna move
Speak
along.
some facts. Yeah.
I got you. As far as Georgia fans go, when you win a century in this millennia, run your dick sucker all the fuck you want, because nothing fucking matters. Tennessee, same fucking shit goes. Same thing. We've not been, Miami Hurricane program has not been nationally relevant in well over a decade.
That's a fact.
Yep.
Gladly admit that shit. But I don't think Pruitt's the guy. I don't think Smart's the guy. And it's starting to come to a point where Nick Saban is starting to fall off a little bit as far as what I've seen. Feel free to hate below if you feel free to.
Haters hate, fans you're welcome.
Hey, as Herschel Talker said, haters hate, fans you're welcome. Thank you, Carter.
Scott,
Scott.
I'm gonna let you go, man. It's great to hear from you, and I hope that you'll come back some Sunday night, and join us again.
Where can people find you at?
At All About You 83 on Twitter. Hate me if you love me or not. I don't really give a fuck. Same thing as here on YouTube. I may not have the subs that some Miami Hurricane fan makers do, but you know what? I keep it real with you fuckers, no matter what.
Yep. The best Miami video maker on YouTube, All About the U83 people.
The OG. The O fucking G before anybody.
That's right.
Scott, have a good night, my friend. Would you do that for me?
Oh, I got you, man. I'll keep watching, man.
All right, see you, buddy.
Talk to you soon. All right, Catfish. What's on your brain? You did well right there. You sat back and waited like a good third best friend.
Well, he was going on. I think he was on fire.
Yeah, I don't know that he could hear you either.
I don't think he could. No, it does that sometimes. It does it to me all the time.
Well, that just drew. In the business, they call it dead air.
Yep.
But we got Uncle Lou talking shit in the comments. Not really. He was just saying I don't think he does. Uncle Lou remember? He remembers all about the U.
Yeah, he does. He even made a video for him.
Is he the one that does the cigars for the Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen this stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Uncle Lou, I don't know if you heard or not. Alabama got beat yesterday. I don't know if you heard about that. I know you don't spend much time on the internet, so you may not have heard that. But just in case you didn't hear it, listen to this.
We gonna beat their ass in recruiting. We gonna beat their ass every time they see us. You understand that? Yes, sir. Roll Tide, what? Fuck you.
I love that shit. I fucking love that shit.
Isn't that like sweet classical music or something?
Oh my God, I love it.
Now, I just wish it was our coach that said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see old Crooked Brow saying anything like that, but
He'd be like, well, Roll Tide, what? Fuck you, all right?
yeah. Or I'm glad we didn't kick a field goal. Row Tide row. Fuck you.
All right.
Hey, Phil Fulmer's been known to use a few F-bombs in the locker room.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, Philip Fulmer's locker room speeches are the best. I still watch them this day. There's like a couple of videos of collaborations of him, and man, I tell you what, he'd get me fired up. That's for sure.
I want to ask
Not
Uncle
to
Lou
compare
something.
to Johnny Majors. Johnny Majors Fulmer.
I'm gonna disagree, but
Uncle Lou,
feel
answer
free to
this
be
in the
wrong.
comments down there. What's the guy's name that does the play-by-play for Georgia on the radio?
oh yeah, this pisses me off.
I want to know that bastard's name.
BBD's gonna write him a letter.
Yeah, I'm gonna write him a letter. and I'm gonna tell him something right here in just a minute. Well, anyway, whatever his bitch ass name is, you tell him that the next time he says give him 6, he better put some damn John Ward on it. Put some John Ward respect on that shit.
Scott Howard.
Scott Howard, okay. Well, that explains it. You know, anybody named Scott Howard wouldn't have their... Seriously, though, I heard that dude say give him 6 after a touchdown against Florida, and I get it. You know, people rip other people off. You have to in this business. Nobody is completely 100% original except for John Ward.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you can't do that. You can't. I mean, you just can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody rips everybody off. You know, I mean, we're going 15-0. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
Damn right.
No, you're right, Dwayne. He's no Larry Munson. Larry Munson, in fact, I think is the second best radio guy ever that I've ever heard in the college football world. What do you guys think about that? Catfish, Carterfish.
I
have to agree. And
yeah,
there were times when Munson had better calls than John Ward. As much as I freaking hate the hobnail boot, that was an original call. And if I was a Georgia fan, I would say that's a great call. And I hate that it was against our VOLS, but that was a good radio call.
Yep. You're right.
Yep. I mean, you can't win them all. So, yeah, we'll give Larry a couple of wins over John.
Who's playing music in the background?
Hey, John, put your earbuds in.
Well, that cleared that
Hey,
up.
at least he was playing good music. That was the Manhattans he was listening to. What do you know about some Manhattans?
Not my cup of tea.
Nor's mine.
No, you guys suck. You're both fired. And I thought at least Catfish had a little musical taste.
Don't talk. You just need to hush. You like American Idol. Shut up.
I do. You damn right I do.
That's rigged. That's more rigged than damn WWE.
Yeah.
All them fake reactions that they're so surprised at how great they are and all that shit. That's all rigged. It's all for
the thing I don't like is they say we discovered so and so. You didn't discover shit. It ain't like they've been out scouring the earth, you know, turning over rocks and, you know, looking for great singers.
Doesn't the Manhattan sing Shining Star? Or is that like the Detroit Spinners?
Yeah.
Oh, it is, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, don't quiz me on music.
And
you
I
little
totally
ass.
agree with Radiant Noah. Vern was better for CBS than Nestler. Nestler is boring as shit to me. I think you should put Brad Nestler with Bob Kessling and send them both off into the sunset. Sorry, Bob, but our radio guy sucks now. And I know Bob's probably sitting at home right now listening to this live stream, just waiting on my opinion about him. So there you go, Bob.
I'll tell you when it all changed for Bob Kessling. He did an interview with a guy I know, and ever since then, it's just like, bad juju. Back in the summer, I believe.
That was a good interview. I had to say, I'm not saying it changes my opinion about his radio calls, but it gave him more of a human element that I didn't realize, and a lot of behind the scenes when I interviewed him. And I thought, wow, this, went a lot more into getting to where he's at than I thought. So, still doesn't change my opinion about his radio.
Yeah,
abilities.
Sarah, you guys will manhandle Farragut this week. I know they're playing better and playing better at the right time of year, but Farragut's not as good as they have been recently. And you guys are still Maryville, so you guys will win that one by at least 3 touchdowns, I think.
Uncle Lou asked, can we please stop talking about dead announcers before I hurt someone's feelings, please?
Munson's dead, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I was saying good things about him.
yeah. I mean, the only thing you can say about that is our announcer's deader than yours. I mean,
Deader? Did you say deader?
Deader, yeah.
Well, I think Munson died first.
No, John Ward died first.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. Then I'm definitely right. Your announcer is deader than ours. There is such thing as deader, That's the person who owes on the car that's getting repoed.
Yeah, Munson died in 2011. Ward died in, 17, 18?
Good Lord, has it really been that long?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I mean, it was only like 3 years after he retired from doing it, I think, or 2 or 3 years, something like that.
John Ward died of disappointment. That's definitely not true. John Ward's last call was a national championship. What was Munson's? Well, that's another loss for the Bulldogs. God damn them hairy Bulldogs.
2008 was the season they were predicted number 1, and they didn't. They didn't end number 1.
No, John Ward didn't have a memorial service that sold out Neyland Stadium. He was dead when his memorial service was held.
Yeah, Kenny Chesney wrote a song about him when he retired.
I think what Uncle Lou's trying to say is they sold out Sanford Stadium, maybe, for Larry Munson's. All that says is you guys have no life down there. That's all that says.
I don't even know if they did anything for John Ward. They did like a tribute video. I know that, but
yeah, I think they had something at Thompson Bowling.
Yeah, well, I know they did for Pat Summitt.
Yeah.
Now that was a sellout.
Hey, Larry Munson is John Ward's color guy in heaven right now.
Hey, y'all, there's another one. Mississippi State's radio guy was a good one.
Who?
Mississippi State's. I can't think of his name, but he was really good. And
Never heard of him.
Iconic. Well, he was a good one. And he did it for a long time.
Well, I'm just checking on y'all. I'm going to get on off here. I got to stop and take care of a few things.
How about Bobby Denton, though? The voice of Neyland.
Yeah, he was. I mean, okay, Catfish, take care. Be safe.
See you, bud.
All right, see you, bye.
Bobby Denton, only Tennessee fans would love that guy.
Yeah.
In fact, most people that you ever talk to that come to Neyland Stadium or came to Neyland Stadium or went to Neyland Stadium their first time almost always complained about him.
Yeah.
And I could understand why. He's monotone. We loved him
Absolutely.
just because, he's Bobby Denton.
We urge you to please pay these prices and please pay no more.
I don't think anybody ever, yeah, Tiger Cat, if you're listening right now, I would urge you to get on here and say these things, and please say much more. I really want Kat to come in here and gloat a little bit because she deserves it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Go Tigers! Yeah, hey, Gate City, you might know what the whole pay these prices and please pay no more was all about. Did we ever look that up, Carter?
Well, it was about the concession prices. I mean, he'd list the concessions are located throughout the stadium, and the prices are listed. And so we urge you to please pay
But
these
why
prices.
would he say that? Why would he say
I
pay
don't
these
know.
prices and please
'Cause
pay no
that
more? There
was-
has to be a reason to it.
I guess because that was the last thing he said, before they did the other stuff. I guess.
I'm thinking there's something to it that we don't know or haven't heard. Uncle Lou says, I can't name one call John Ward ever made. These Tennessee hosts have already named several Larry Munson calls. Well, first of all, we've only named one. That was the hobnail boot. And
Willie
second of all, no, I didn't forget what the question
Here's
was.
a
Oh,
good
yeah.
one.
Wait a minute. Name one call John Ward ever made. Okay, I can name one call John Ward
me
ever
too.
made.
The
Final, Tennessee 35, Georgia 32. I remember that one.
I remember the national champion is clad in big orange.
Yep.
Willie Galt, ladies and gentlemen,
Is running all the way to the state capitol.
State capitol. Yep.
But the best one, the best one is, of course, give him 6. Good enough that your guy ripped him off.
Well.
But now, seriously, Munson, Ward, no equals that I've ever heard. I mean, they just don't make radio guys like that anymore, primarily because most people don't listen to the radio anymore. The younger people, I don't think, go to games. And you don't see guys or gals in the stadiums much anymore with headphones on like you used to.
Nope.
They wouldn't be able to hear the damn things anyway over the band, but that's
the
what
rap music or rock music, just music period. All right. I'll tell you what though, man. I'm not trying to talk crap about Vanderbilt, but man, their stadium's awful with that music, man. I mean, it's just so loud.
Those are Vanderbilt men you're talking about, Carter.
Yeah, well, they need to do something about that because it's just god awful. I mean, I understand why they do it. They do it when Tennessee's band starts to play, and then they just blare some music. And I'm like, well, okay.
I'm a little bit offended, Uncle Lou, that you just called Carter an inbred. What was it? Illiterate inbred.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, he said, I made a tribute video for John Ward when he died. Then I have to come in here and see these illiterate inbreed in comments talking shit about Monson. Nobody's talking shit about Monson.
I'm talking about Jonathan Mox.
We love the guy.
Yeah, I used to love
Lou.
traveling from road games, like after our game, and then hearing the Georgia game, like leaving Alabama or something, leaving Tuscaloosa, and we could pick up the Georgia radio network like on an AM station while that game was going on and listening to it. That was always fun.
Yeah, Eric, how about them Cox? They really beat up on Appalachian State.
Yeah.
Uncle Lou says he's triggered as felt. You know, We haven't talked at all yet about something that happened this weekend, and
Oh, the ball
it was
game.
it was a pretty major thing that happened this weekend, and we haven't talked at all yet about it, and that's my fault. The Greenville girls team won the state championship in soccer. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, it's just another ring. It's another trophy. It's another. We're running out of room on the signs when you come into town. You know, that tell all the state championships. I mean, they're all literally all the way down to the bottom of the sign now. They're gonna have to put up 2 signs.
Well, congratulations.
Yep, I see your 2 boys won Friday night, Mackenzie and Milo.
You know what y'all need? Y'all need to get like a digital sign.
Yeah,
where it can flash across. You know.
we do actually need a video board in the stadium, because I mean that's starting to become pretty common.
Oh, did you
now.
see them pictures I sent you of that high school out of Texas?
Yeah, we saw that stadium. We were right by that stadium. That's where Kyler Murray went.
Yeah, that's freaking incredible.
Yeah, there's like 3 of those.
And it wasn't even the nicest. Like, there's a list on YouTube of the top like 10 nicest high school stadiums. I think it was like number 7.
Yeah. No, Morty, the Cardinals did not win. They lost to that asshole Bruce Arians 30-27. He was well on his way to being my favorite Cardinals coach ever until he pulled that fucking Urban Meyers shit.
And Tim Tebow, Urban Meyer, go Gator.
Go Gators.
What was that woman's name? Colleen Brown or something like that?
Something like that. State representative, state idiot for Florida or something. I don't know. The real idiot that day was the person that gave her the floor and didn't shut her down. Hang on. News flash. News bulletin.
Yes, sir.
We gonna beat their ass in recruiting. We gonna beat their ass every time they see us. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Roll Tide, what? Fuck you.
God, I love that.
Where's Bama Marine at?
I don't know. He said he would. I talked to him the other day. He was in Tuscaloosa, feeling good, talking about all the LSU fans that were there. He said there was a shit ton of LSU fans there. And when we got finished with our conversation, he said, I will see you Sunday night on your stream. So I don't know if his feelings are hurt or what, but can usually count on Bama Marine to come in here and troll the shit out of the chats for a little bit. But I can understand his feelings are a little hurt. I'm just surprised he's not man enough to come in here and eat just a little bit of crow. For the boys, you know who I got. 5A Oakland, or excuse me, 6A Oakland, 5A Powell, 4A Greenville, and the rest of them don't matter.
Are you saying Greenville's going to win state?
Absolutely.
Would you like to put a wager on that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, you already owe me one bet. You lost.
Okay, let's go double or nothing on that one.
Okay. Sounds good.
If the Green Devils don't win state, I've got to sing 2 songs.
All right.
All right. Hey, I love my blue overalls, General. These are the Liberty specials, man. These are the Hee Haw specials. These are the same ones Junior Samples wore when he said BR 549. Yeah, this might be the first week, Mr. Troll, that Ohio State doesn't cover. 51, I mean, they should, but I got a feeling they may slip up this weekend and only win by like 50.
Who are they playing?
Rutgers.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
They cover the spread pretty well all year.
Sarah, Oakland is badass again. I know Marigold will be laying in the weeds waiting on them. And you do get them in your house this year if you guys make it that far. If they make it that far. So there you go. Yeah, I'm sure he's still in here, General.
South Gibson versus Covington. That's near me. That's my neck of the woods.
Yeah. Covington's usually pretty good, aren't they? They're the ones that look like LSU.
Yeah. Covington Tigers.
Yeah.
On their helmets, instead of LSU, it's like CHS.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I remember seeing them down in Cookeville one year.
I never got to play against them. I've got to play against South Gibson. Whoop that ass.
Well, I saw one of my Elizabethan buddies in here earlier. They may have dropped out when the language got a little too violent for them. But
Covington comes to South Gibson. Yeah, well, Covington's going to whack South Gibson, too. Who's your studio guest tomorrow, Uncle Lou?
And Tyler, Catfish has really never done, per se, trash talk videos. Like in the sense of true trash talk.
No. I know General Riverdale fucking sucks. Well, so does Rockville.
I can't seem to get it through the corporal's head that you don't give a shit about Riverdale.
Right. I haven't since my dad quit coaching there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's like I don't give a shit about Millbrook High School.
I do have a lot of Riverdale shirts and stuff in my closet. General, I can mail them to you if you need some shirts.
Oh, well, I want to talk about a fine performance last night by one Mr. Two fine performances, Daniel Batuli.
Yep.
And Mr. Warrior.
Well, how about JG?
Yeah. I mean, there's really not a whole lot to say about JG, except I think you owe him an apology.
Oh, you too. You do too.
I've already apologized for calling him Guaranturdo.
That's one of the questions we actually talked about on Rocky Top Rumble earlier was, I mean, are you ready to say that JG should start the rest of the season, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, I still say one thing that was mentioned that I never did really think about is he kind of still is unpredictable at times.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. Uncle Lou knows how to spell Greenville and the corporal doesn't. That's pretty pathetic.
There's an extra E in there.
Yeah. They're calling JG the sixth man right now. I don't know if you heard that after the game.
Yeah, I did. That's pretty cool.
And so, I mean, I think he likes that. I believe him when he says that they don't really care who's playing. Of course, probably deep down, if you got any salt to you at all, you want to be the one playing. But I think all they do care right now is about wins, and that's what you want. I mean, what the hell are you unwrapping? Or...
Well, except Alex Moran at Blue Mountain State. He only wants to be the backup.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
Will Garantano transfer after this year? That's a good question, Mo. I don't know. At this point, I'm wondering maybe why would he? Because transferring to anywhere other than, say, maybe Rutgers doesn't guarantee him a starting position.
No, it don't. I wouldn't be surprised if he did, and I also wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Yeah, either way,
wouldn't
surprise me at all.
Me neither.
I haven't checked to see if anybody's waiting. Nope, we got nobody waiting. Probably because I haven't put dropped the Hoochie Bob thing down in there in a while.
Let Uncle Lou come in.
Why would we want to do that? There's the link if anybody wants to come in.
You'll get more viewers.
Well, it's not like they know. There's not a notification that pops up and says, "Hey, Uncle Lou's on BBD TV Live right now." Maybe there needs to be.
By the way, Uncle Lou, I'm just going to tell you this. You got a certain Tennessee fan who's a little bit upset with you, not because of it, small ball. His feelings are hurt.
Yeah, now see, you shouldn't have told Lou that. He definitely won't come in here now. He'd be too busy crying.
I don't know.
Okay, before you start, Uncle Lou, before you say anything, I think it's only fair that you should apologize to Small Ball.
For what?
I don't know. I was just getting ready to say I'm not sure what for. But
I mean, Jacksonville State is an embarrassment.
They're a bunch of cocks.
He knows. Listen, back in like week 2 or something, when I called into his show, while I was on hold, he was on a 15-minute rant about firing their coach. That was in week 2. So shouldn't be a surprise that in week 11, I tell him that they're terrible.
Well, I mean, I think you were in here this night, or he did the same thing on your stream one night talking about how they should fire their coach and hire Pruitt. I got Bama Marine on the phone call right now. Hop in here on the stream, Marine.
I'm not at home.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Okay. Well, I'll give you. Go ahead and for a couple of seconds, give your crow to all the fine people here in the chat.
I mean, there's tons of excuses on this one that we could possibly go for, but I'm not. We lost the game, period. Beat ourselves at some point. LSU is, I mean, they are a damn good team. We couldn't stop the run. We shut them down better in the second half, but
yeah, I mean, that's amazing. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Get this guy off the phone if we can't all talk to him. This is bullshit. Get this guy off the phone. Tell him to call in the right way.
Hey,
this is stupid.
Hang on.
Get rid of this guy.
Hang on, Lou.
No.
Lou,
don't hang on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we don't need this guy calling in with a yip, and then can't nobody say nothing to him. That defeats the whole point. Get rid of this guy. Tell him to find an internet connection somewhere and connect to the show the right way.
Well, he is in Alabama.
He'll get on here. Marine will get on here and eat his proper crow.
Yeah, he's probably riding around Alabama trying to find that quality win they don't have. They're going to be 5th in the poll. He's riding around the state of Alabama trying to find that. He's riding around the state of Alabama trying to find that quality win that they don't have. They're going to be 5th in the poll. Deal with it, Gump. Cry.
Oh man. Hey.
And your light show is pitiful.
I'll crow when I need to. Problem is, I just we don't have to crow that often like Georgia and everybody else, but I'll crow when I need to.
Yeah, well, you need to now. So find an internet connection and call into the show.
Oh,
I got an internet connection. I just ain't at home towards my laptop. But
oh my God, Jesus Christ! You don't know how to work. I'm on a cell phone. I mean, you can do this from a cell phone, sir. It's 2019.
Not in Alabama. It's still 2017.
God almighty.
No, congratulations, LSU, man. We'll get them next year in Baton Rouge. There's just really no excuse. We beat ourselves, but LSU also beat us as well. We couldn't stop the damn run. Dropped it. I mean, Judy never drops touchdowns, but it is what it is. A loss is a loss. We can't take it back. So we'll pick it up against Mississippi State next week. We'll get back into it. And like I said, I'm just not at home tonight, so I wasn't able to get on the laptop, but I'll eat my crow. Trust me, I'm not one of those bandwagon fans. I was here during Franchione, and once Saban leaves, we might go back to Franchione years, and I'll still be pulling for my tide. So, but
yeah,
I got a text
great.
from All About the U, and he told me, he said, BBD was wanting to know where I was, and I was like, well, I said, I ain't going to shy away, so I thought I'd give you a call for a minute.
All right, man. Holler at me later on this week. All right.
Yeah, no, we'll talk about it. I just gotta. Honest to God, I hadn't even left Tuscaloosa yet. I just been getting some stuff done over here. But
I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Man, this guy's been on it. This guy's been on every Sunday night show since the season started. Now he's not at home with a laptop.
Trust me. Oh man, Lou, you can give it to me all you want to, baby, but it wasn't Georgia that beat us. I know that much.
Well, when Bama loses, everybody wins, son.
That's a good point.
Hey, that's fine. We'll see y'all at Brian Denny next year, baby. And trust me, I'll be sitting right there on the 50-yard line waiting on them.
All right, well, tied on that.
I'll holler at you, Blake.
All right, man. Everybody have a good night. Roll Tide.
Wait a minute. Roll Tide. What? Fuck you.
Yeah. My favorite excuse. Turn me off speakerphone.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah. Good morning.
Of course. There we go.
My favorite excuse that I'm hearing from the Gump, though, and there's a bunch of them, but my favorite excuse that they're hearing from the Gump is, well, the playoff committee takes injuries into account. Hey, breaking news, Gump. Tua wasn't injured. He was hurt. Injured people can't play, okay? Is there a team in America in November that's not playing with hurt players? So stop it. Every team is playing with hurt players. This is ridiculous. Let's face it. In every big game, Tua shits the bed, period.
Well, I'm a Tennessee fan. I guess I can't really say nothing.
Is Tua's hurt ankle the reason he dropped the ball on the ground on the 5-yard line with nobody within 15 yards of him because he had a hurt ankle? Listen, he's not injured, okay? If you want to cry about the injury excuse, then sit the pineapple out and don't let him play. But if he plays, then he's healthy enough to play. And that shouldn't matter to a playoff committee. When you're talking about teams, every single team has players that are hurt. So give me a break.
Okie dokie. You have the floor, Tiger Cat.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hey Lou, I love I just got on and I've been hearing Lou with his I love it. And when I got a break today at work, I watched his Your Season Is Over video, and I just want to thank you, Lou, from the bottom of my heart, because you can do so well what I can't. It was beautiful.
What, P standing up?
No, I'm hoarse, guys, okay, because I've been sick, remember? And it was just beautiful. You just have to see it. But
I have a question.
Okay.
I don't think she can hear you, or you can hear her. Can you,
I can
Lou?
hear her.
No, I don't think Lou can hear her. Can you hear her, Lou?
Yes. Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I have a question. I want to know, who have LSU played?
Shut up.
They played Alabama.
Alabama, baby. We played Alabama, and we beat Alabama in Tuscaloosa.
But who have Alabama played to make that a good win?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Alabama hadn't played nobody, so we still need to play Ohio State. We need to play Clemson.
I'm so confused.
Now, see, the problem, Tiger Cat, the problem, sweetheart, is LSU hasn't played the mighty Vols like Georgia has. See, that's Georgia's one quality win this year.
Well, I got bad news for the Corn Dog. I know they're on their high from beating a rundown Alabama team, and that's fine. There's only 2 teams in America with top 10 offenses and defenses, and neither one of them are LSU or Georgia or Bama. So it's not likely that the national championship is coming from the SEC this year.
Well, that's fine. You know what? Let me just tell y'all something, okay? You know, Lou, I don't know why you're so pissed off right now.
Well, they're talking shit about Larry Munson down there in the comment section, and as soon as one of them posts their lot number, I'm hanging up and getting in my car. But the thing is, I can tell you from experience, Tiger Cat, your season is a complete waste and not worth a shit, and you might as well be 0-12 if you lose in the national title game. Just trust me on that. It's not going to matter to anybody. So
well, okay. Well, it matters to me that it matters to me. Can I talk?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can talk, but I have 2 years worth of comments to back up what I'm saying.
I don't.
He's
This is not
speaking
about.
from experience, Cat. I think is what he's saying
Well,
because
Yeah.
no, I know, but what I'm saying is, I don't give a crap. For me, like, remember, Lou, when I was in your stream last night and I said I was humbled by this win and you couldn't believe it. You're like, well, you better not be. You better. I. The thing is, for me, seeing my team play the way they've played, seeing how we've come so far, seeing Joe Burrow most likely will hopefully get the Heisman, okay? Just to me, it's like a Cinderella story, okay? We have been beaten by that damn team. I'm sorry. Y'all played very well. And I give y'all kudos for that. I can't see
fuck him.
I can't trash talk like Lou does, okay? Y'all played a damn good game. We went in, okay, at halftime, what was it? 33-13, right? They came back and they fought hard. They fought till the end. They did not give up, and I give them kudos for that. You know, but I'm proud of my team. I love my team. Whether we win the national championship or not, I take it game by game. Okay, and this was a big game for me. This was a huge game for me. I may not know football like you, Lou, or BVD, or any of the people in the chat room last week or the other day who were making fun of me, calling me stupid and dumb and classless and every other name in the book. If you want to talk shit about me, get online and tell me tell me. Well, you can't tell me to my face. Tell me on the phone. Don't say it in the chat room when you know I'm not in there.
There's no
Okay.
internet connection. They can't get on here and tell you.
Well, they were saying it last time I was on. Not everyone, just a couple. There's a few, and I can call out a few of them right now if they want, because they can come right on to BVD's stream and tell me in my ear exactly what you think of me. Okay, because I don't care. We won. I got the last laugh, so that's all that matters. But I'm proud of my team. I don't care if of course, I would love to win the whole thing. I would love to. Okay. And like I said, I may not know football like y'all do, but I have been an LSU Tiger fan since I was in my mother's womb. My first words were "Go Tigers." Okay. I have been going to games from the time I was a kid. Well, I live in Texas now, but I love my Tigers. It doesn't matter how much I know about football. None of that shit matters because I am fucking happy. I am so proud of my Tigers. We kick ass. We kick we are the best in the SEC. So you all can talk shit. You could say, "Oh, we're not going to make the title. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that." Fuck that. We
Well,
are the best. Period.
says
So there.
who? Says who?
Says me.
Well,
Says
fine.
me.
Well, I disagree.
Well, does that matter to me? No. Does that
And
make you
DJ
right?
David
Does that make
20,
you
whatever your
right?
name is, in the chat section, you can come on in and get the smoke too, buddy. What do I have to be salty about? Come on down. You can be the next contestant. Let's go.
This is reminding me of the old Ubu days right here.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
It just doesn't matter. Everybody's going to think their team is the best.
Well,
I mean, everybody's going to think their team is the best. It doesn't matter, Lou. It's football. I love it. Yes. I'm obsessed with it a little bit. Yes. But there's bigger things in life. And you know that.
no, there's not. Stop it.
Not in football.
Come on, guys. Let's
No.
get real here. Okay. I just got home from work, where I take care of little infants that are sick, that aren't at home with their parents, where they
Well,
shouldn't.
hopefully you can give them whatever treatment they need so that they can hurry up and get out of that hospital and enjoy some football.
I
That
can't believe I'm fighting with Lou. I never thought I'd fight with Lou. Somebody must have pissed Lou off. I know.
I can't believe you're taking him so serious.
Well,
but he's yelling at me. I'm not. Look, no.
He's not yelling. He's not yelling. He's just being Uncle Lou.
Wait, hold on, BVD.
Oh!
No. This is beyond smack talk. Nobody talks to me. No man talks to me like that. I'm telling you.
See, Lou and Keith, you guys are really forgetting something here. Okay, this woman right here, she's got Creole in her blood. Okay, so
And Latin. My mom is from Guatemala, so I have.
You don't
Latin.
have an Uncle Lou doll, do you?
No, I don't.
Uh,
I'm not a
Very
voodoo
good.
girl. I'm
I
what
got
not.
I want to know. She said, Kat, you said you've been a Tiger fan since you were in your mama's womb.
I'm being
Which
facetious.
womb were you in? The kitchen, the bedroom, the
the
bathroom?
one.
That's cute. No, you know what I mean. I'm being facetious. I'm just saying that I was born and raised in Louisiana, in Baton Rouge, and the Tigers are my heart. It's my own. It's the only. Well, I like soccer now. Like in the last few years, I started liking soccer, but those are the only sports that I will even pay attention to. And soccer, I'm just getting into that. But college football has always been my thing. I don't like basketball. I don't like baseball. I don't like you know, golf. That is like I'd rather watch paint dry. Um,
What you got against paint drying?
I'd rather watch paint dry than golf.
Eggshell for the win.
All right. Hey, thanks for having me on again. I got to go. It's time to put the kids to
Hey,
bed.
Uncle
And
Lou,
I
you
can't
keep
be on here
avoiding
because
me.
I can't keep from yelling. What am I avoiding you about?
You never have signed my Uncle Lou Snuggie.
What?
You never have autographed my Uncle Lou Snuggie.
Yeah. Oh, mail it to me.
Hang in there,
All right.
Kevin.
What's your lot number?
But all right.
All right, Woo. Go figure out who Georgia's played and then get back to us. Thanks for being on every Sunday. We appreciate it, brother. All right. Is your blood pressure down now, Kat?
I think so.
I felt it elevating there a little bit, you know.
Well, I mean, I don't know what I walked into.
You didn't walk into anything. You've got to, you of all people, as much as you watch Uncle Lou and as much as you enjoy his streams and his videos, I thought you of all people by now would have picked up on when he's being sarcastic and when he like I didn't. The whole thing about going 12-0 doesn't mean shit if you don't win a national championship. That's coming from a dude who saw his team go 12-0 and come literally within one possession of winning the national championship and then seeing a pineapple take it away from him.
Well, sometimes I can't tell with Lou. Like I know that he trolls. Like for instance, his "Your Season Is Over" video, right? That was a troll. But then you watch the live shows, and sometimes you hear people piss him off. I mean, we're human beings. We're going to get pissed off. A person can only be trolled so much. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not very good at it, because I don't want to be trolled like that. You know, I love my team. I'm proud of my team. You know, it was just amazing to see. And it was more for me. Like, I didn't feel like trashing any Alabama fans. I even put a video up on Facebook. Y'all played a hell of a game. I think that, I'm proud of beating them. I'm proud.
Hell, you should be. I mean,
but I don't feel like trashing them because they played one hell of a game. You know, they shut us out last year.
Your coach says otherwise.
Yeah, your coach says otherwise.
Well, I mean, look.
He says, "Roll Tide, what? Fuck you."
He didn't say that.
Oh, hang on. That just gives me an
did.
opportunity to play it again. Hang on, I'll let you hear it. If you tell me you don't enjoy this, Cat, I'll know you're lying to me.
We're gonna beat their ass in recruiting. We're gonna beat their ass every time they see us. You understand that? Yes, sir. Roll Tide, what? Fuck you.
Let's go one more time.
You understand that? Yes, sir. We're gonna beat their ass in recruiting. We're gonna beat their ass every time they see us. You understand that? Yes, sir. Roll Tide, what? Fuck you.
Hey, I see you in the comments, Law Tide, talking classy. I don't care if it's classy, unclassy, shitty, bad juju, cause to get their ass whooped the next time they play or what. I fucking love it. And
So that was real. That wasn't like
that,
a
yeah,
fake.
that's real. That was in the locker
Well,
room
but
last night.
and the thing is, coaches are gonna. I mean, look at okay. Now, you like Nick Saban never cusses. You see his head about to explode on the sidelines for the
Oh, he
smallest behind the
cusses.
scenes.
They all say
They
fuck
all
and
do. They
shit,
all
and
do. And we've been I mean, like it's look, they're a good team. They've beat us for the last 8 years, okay? But it's like I said on the last show, it's a constant troll. Like we're always we're it's kind of like you're always in their shadow, right?
13 years, Cat. You're preaching to the choir.
Okay, all right. But I'm just trying to explain to people where I'm coming from. We felt disrespected, and like this year, for instance, this year, look how good we played during the year, right? If you just watch us play, you'd see how good we were. But nobody would say, "Oh, until you beat Bama, you ain't nothing. You have to beat Bama first. You have to beat Bama first," which is probably true, right? Because they beat us for the last 8 years. Well, we beat them. And it felt great. And I'm not going to rub it in their face because they freaking kicked ass too. To me, as far as I'm concerned, we're the top two teams in the SEC.
Yeah,
It was a battle till the end.
you're right. Well, Tiger
So
Cat, I'm about to hop off here. It's 9 o'clock, but congratulations to your LSU Tigers. I'm super happy for you. I hope you
thank
enjoy it.
you.
Keith, I'll see you next week.
All right,
Everybody
buddy.
else, go Vols. Talk to y'all later.
All right.
Thank you, Carter.
See you.
What's going on, Kevin?
Yo. All right. I can talk now. Well, it was great to hear Uncle Lou. Shout out to you, Lou. I was in your Patreon stream last night. I'm Kevin. Nice talking to you, man. But anyway, a good win for your Vols, BBD.
Hello.
Cannot believe Tennessee's
We're still
about to
here,
be.
Cat.
Oh, I
Cannot
hear you, but
believe
I don't hear.
Tennessee's
I'm
about
not
to be
sure who
bowl
else is on
eligible.
here. I don't hear
I mean,
anyone.
that's just that's crazy to think after losing to BYU and
I know,
Georgia
right?
State and all that. I mean,
Yeah, I don't hear
it's
them.
wild. I said, was it 2 weeks ago
Oh,
that man, if y'all beat Georgia State and BYU, man, y'all be what? What would y'all be 7-3
Well, I
right
mean,
now?
we could have been looking at 10 wins, but I mean,
Yeah, I
we
know.
didn't. So 8 is our ceiling. And Uncle Lou says thank you.
No problem, Lou. Appreciate what you do, man. But I appreciate you too, BVD. You're great as well. You're the king of, honestly, of all these college football sports channels. I mean, you are the creator of it all, if you think about it.
Well, I appreciate that. Glad.
Oh, yeah.
And I know Uncle Lou would say the same thing. We're very glad and fortunate that anybody takes any time out of their day just to come on here and listen to, honestly, a couple of nobodies. I know Uncle Lou's the cat's meow right now, so to speak, in the college football YouTube world. But I can still remember the days where I would run to my wife and say, "Hey, honey, look, I had 10 people watch my video today."
Yeah, it must be
Um,
crazy, but yeah, you guys are great. We come on because we all love college football and we appreciate it. But Tiger Cat, great win for LSU, I guess. I mean, Alabama's just not that good. I mean, I think we all know that their defense is probably the worst in college football.
come on now.
Hey, listen, it was good win, but man, those are some bad defenses, and I'm telling you, Georgia's going to be tough in the SEC title. Georgia's got to win out, of course, and we still got to get some offense. But Georgia's defense, I mean, if you've watched, best in the country. It's not even close.
Georgia's what?
Georgia's defense is the best in college football.
I think Ohio State probably has a little something to say about that, but
Ohio State,
maybe
Georgia,
we'll get to see.
Won 3 shutouts this year. It's insane. Haven't given up a rushing touchdown all
That is
year.
crazy.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
I don't even. It was something like it hadn't been done in 20. I don't even think it's ever happened through 11 weeks where a team hasn't given up a rushing touchdown.
Tennessee hasn't given up a rushing touchdown since the first quarter last night.
Hey, look at that. Tennessee is just getting
baby
better
steps,
every
Kevin.
day.
Baby steps.
Hell yeah. But Georgia's still got to get some offense going. I think Auburn. I think is going to be probably a 3-2 game if we don't get some defense going. I mean, some offense going. I mean, it's probably going to be like a 3-2 game. I'm being serious.
Well, you'd take it, wouldn't you?
Both. I guess. I mean, at this point for Georgia, it's just win, 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 and let's fucking get to the playoff. Excuse my language.
Kevin,
But,
I'm already past 10 o'clock. Of course, I'm not bound by any law governing me, telling me I have to be off of here at 10 o'clock by any stretch, but try to keep things fairly consistent on here. You got anything else you want
to? Last few things I want to say, Lou. BVD. I love your videos, man. I've been watching you for years. You're great at what you do, man. You keep it up.
I appreciate it.
I hope your Vols make a bowl game. They will. Vandy will be no problem, and you'll beat Missouri. I think Missouri looked pretty bad yesterday. And shout out Uncle Lou on your Patreon. Keep up the great work, dude. Go Dogs. And let's win out and make the playoff, damn it. Go
there
Dogs.
You go. Appreciate you, Kevin. David, what's
How
up?
are you doing today? Tiger Cat, how are you doing?
Hey, is this I like, is this DJ David?
Yeah.
It is. How you doing, girl?
He's so funny. I like you.
Well, I just wanted to come on and say congratulations to those Tigers. I love seeing Bama lose because Bama can suck the big one, winning so goddamn much. So congrats on that. And Lou,
Thank you.
quit letting your Bama inferiority complex, just because you weren't the one to knock them off the mountaintop, quit letting your Bama inferiority complex ruin LSU's day, okay? I mean, y'all had your chance. Y'all lost to South Carolina. And now you earned the right to lose to the West champion, and that this year's LSU. That's what Lou's so goddamn pissed about. Is he wanted Bama so bad. He wanted Bama so bad.
Well, they're playing them next year.
I know, but he wanted Bama again after what they did to him in the championship game. He wanted Bama again, and he's just pissed that he doesn't get Bama, and he's gonna get the right to lose to LSU. So don't let Uncle Lou's inferiority complex when it comes to Bama wreck your evening or your win.
I'm just I was so happy coming home. I had such
you should
nice,
be. That's
peaceful day.
It's a great win.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And I hope you go. Being a Oregon Duck fan and having family in Ohio State, I hope you beat the brakes off those Buckeyes because Oregon might make the playoff. They might, and they might sneak into the championship game. We don't know.
Newsflash, David, Ohio State doesn't have any breaks. You notice that? They haven't they haven't slowed down against anybody this year.
Well, they're not going to have that Chase Young for the last three. Is it just 3 more games, right?
He's not the only one out there, though.
Well,
he's great, but you too, Matthew.
Wait, sorry, I had to mute y'all real quick. I had a question at work. What were we talking about? Somebody's great, not the only one. What?
What were you saying, BVD?
I forget now. I was talking to Matthew Wilkins in the comments here. He says, ready for Greenville, Elizabeth in round 2, ? Matthew, we got Anderson County in round 2. Elizabethton has Sullivan South. So a couple of rematches there to move on for the right to play each other up there in old Betsytown again. And I think we're both hoping that's what happens.
And anybody, and I do think Lou's trolling a little bit here. Anybody that thinks that making a championship game and losing is a wreck to your season is just plain crazy because only 2 teams make the championship every year. 4 teams make the playoff, soon to be 8. 2 teams make the championship game. And unless you're one of those 2 teams, I don't want to hear from you. If that happens to be LSU, if that happens to be Georgia, if that happens to be anybody, I don't want to hear from anybody not named the other team they played. So
I'm gonna have to agree with Lou on that one.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't totally wreck your season, but let's be honest here. Your team goes undefeated. You've been through the highs and lows of a season. You've almost inevitably escaped losing at least once because everybody hears the saying you got to have some luck to win, and that's true. To get all the way to the national championship game and then blow it like Georgia did, I can understand feeling like your season was a failure. And I bet you every kid on that team that night felt the same way. Now, maybe not, a few days, weeks down the road, when they had time to look back on everything and everything. Sure, it's not a total wreck to your season, but that's the ultimate goal for all these teams. Well, the relevant ones anyway. So I can totally understand and agree with him. I mean, I guarantee you, if LSU goes 13-0, makes it to the playoffs, and gets to the national championship game at 14-0, and ends up 14-1, they're all going to be pissed, disappointed, let down, hurt, crushed.
Well, I
But
mean,
You know.
but that's normal.
You're
Yeah,
gonna be
I know.
hurt, but after the initial shock, after the week of or the day of or whatever, you got to look back and say what other team went 13-1 or whatever it would have been 14-1 with the bowl win. No other team's going to do that. I mean, maybe the team you're playing.
Yeah,
maybe
but
another team.
that's I'm not going to say a loser's mentality, because obviously losers don't go 13-1, but
Man,
I don't know. I just
that just seems like petty problems to have when you have a season like they're probably going to have the Heisman Trophy winner, Joe Burrow. I mean, Justin Fields is having a hell of a season, and what happens in these next 3 weeks is going to determine who wins the Heisman Trophy. So they might have the Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just so proud of my Tigers. So, like I said, I take it game by game, because if I try to think ahead, I'll go crazy. So, because what team wouldn't want to make it all the way and win the whole thing? Now, the last time we beat Alabama was in 2011 in Tuscaloosa in the regular season, right? In overtime. That's when our scores were.
That was the year you got crushed in the championship game, right?
We got crushed in the championship game. It was 20. I forgot. Lawtie told me. I thought
24 or 29 to nothing, something like that. Wait a minute. Time out.
You understand that? Yes, sir. Roll Tide, what? Fuck you.
God, I love that.
And I'm with you on that. Is Lawtie might say that's classless or whatever. That's just fucking awesome. I look for that type of shit after we have a big win of my coach saying that type of stuff, or Oregon's coach. I say he doesn't coach me, but Cristobal saying that type of stuff, because that's what I look for. That hypes me up just about as much as the players probably. But I just think LSU is on a collision course with Ohio State. I don't see anybody beating them, not even Georgia. Yes, that defense is really good, but Georgia's offense is just too damn inconsistent to scare anybody, even Auburn. Look out this week, Uncle Lou. I'm sorry to tell you. Your offense is just too inconsistent. Ohio State and LSU are by far the two best teams in the country right now. Right now, that could change, in a couple weeks after championship week. But right now, I don't see anybody else beating those guys. Like, God Almighty, they're good.
I'm just so proud of them. Like, I get,
Yeah.
and then it's like I said, it's just after, and I know BVD, I know it's been longer for the Vols, okay, but we live right next door to them, okay. Not right next door. I mean, but we live, it's just roll tide, roll tide, roll. That's all you hear, and you can't beat us. You just can't beat us. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. And we have to jump that hurdle to make it to the SEC championship.
Well, sure. I mean,
we have to. I mean, but y'all don't have to necessarily.
Yeah, we do. We've been playing Alabama probably longer than anybody else in the conference, save for maybe Auburn. And I mean, it just, I could sit here and figure it up, on all my toes and fingers, how many times we've lost to those son of a bitches in my lifetime. I know it's a lot more than we've won. And it just, I mean, God damn, 13 years in a row. I mean, and most likely we're looking at 14. I'm not already giving in next year. I'm just saying that the chances are pretty good right now till we get some depth in here.
But I mean, what I'm saying is to win the East, to get to the championship game. If you beat every team in the East, but you didn't beat Bama, would you not win the East?
They would.
Well, sure. I mean, but just winning the East, I mean, I don't know. I want to beat Alabama twice in the season. I want to beat them in the regular season, and then beat them again in the damn SEC championship game and then beat them in recruiting and roll tide. What? Fuck you. You know, I'm going to be able to pull an Orgeron.
But you know what's crazy is I heard this stat a couple times now is the undefeated teams in conference, that's like LSU, that's in Oregon. Those teams have a chance to do something no other team's done. No team has gone, since the playoff, has gone undefeated in the conference and won the conference championship game.
It's very hard to do.
It's very hard to do.
It's
so
almost
Oregon
impossible.
and LSU are the only two teams, Ohio State are the only couple teams, Minnesota I guess technically has a chance, that pops off with that opportunity. So, I mean, that's crazy that no team has ever gone undefeated in their conference with a 9-game conference schedule and won their conference championship game.
Yeah, it is extremely hard to do.
And Oregon's got 3 trap games left. I don't know about LSU. I don't know about Georgia. I don't know about anybody else. But Oregon's got 3 trap games left. You got 4 and 5.
Oregon's losing another game.
I mean, maybe. We got Arizona on the road. We got we got Arizona at home, Arizona State on the road, and then Oregon State at home.
Okay. Either Arizona State or the Pac-12 championship game. Who would you guys get there?
We'd get Utah if they go undefeated. If Utah holds water, we'd get Utah.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm getting ready to close this down. Kat,
Right,
I'm glad you decided to show up.
Nice talking to BBD. Y'all have a good one.
And nice meeting you, David.
Nice talking to you again. You have a good week, and go Tigers.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm glad you showed up, Kat. I kind of had a feeling you might.
Well, it just depended when I got off. You know, sometimes I'm late at work. I was late a little bit late today.
All right.
But anyway, good game, guy. Really, I mean it when I say that to Alabama fans. Good game. I mean, y'all's team is legit.
I thought they were going to come back and win. I really did.
I got at the
not
very,
when you
very
guys
end
were.
there.
Well, you remember I texted you something to that effect, like, "Oh shit, here they come," or something like that. You know. I don't know. They didn't, and you guys won. So congrats to LSU and Coach O and all you fans, and enjoy the shit out of it.
I will.
Maybe someday.
And it does humble me because we waited for this a long time. We worked hard for it. I'm so proud of the team. I love our coach. I love Coach O. I hope he's there until he retires. And I love Joe Burrow. I wish I was 22 again. Jeez. Oh.
You'd actually probably move a state or two for that, wouldn't you? Later, big dog.
I wonder if he wants a sugar mama.
There you go. Oh, I do.
No, actually, you know what? He's
Everybody wants a sugar mama, Cat.
No. He's going to be making a whole lot more money than I am next year. So.
Yeah. Right.
But anyway, thanks, BVD, and sorry, Lou. You know, I didn't know if you were serious or not. I have no idea.
Hey, don't ever feel like you have to apologize to Lou.
Well, but I mean, if he was just joking, that's okay. But I do mean that when I say that if a guy is going to argue with me, you know, there's a certain level that the voice can be raised where I start going off. Okay, because I have a history with exes that's never going to happen again. Okay, it's just never going to happen again.
I feel you.
Okay. So, and that's why I'm telling the guys the few guys in the chat room from the last time who were calling me names and calling me, you know, if they want to hash it out, call in. Don't do it in the chat room when I can't be there and watch. Okay. And you know who you are. You know who you are. The ones who said I was classless, who said I was stupid, who said I was dumb, who was just really, really laid it on thick. You know who you are. So I'm just saying.
In other words, fuck you people.
I got the last laugh. Go Tigers. Go Tigers. And
you're not saying it right. It's go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Roll on that.
All right, Kat. Good night. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks. Bye.
I'm glad she was able to get home from work and come in here and gloat just a little bit. And honestly, she didn't gloat as much as I was hoping she was going to be honest with you. She did catch it pretty hard that night in here. So I would have been, if I was her, I'd have just been letting you guys have it. But hey, she's probably got a little bit more class than I do. So anyway, you guys have a good night. I hope everybody's team won this weekend, except for Kentucky and Alabama. They didn't win. Basketball season's coming, Kentucky. Hang in there. Yeah, there you go, Kevin. 33. You got basketball season coming. You guys can always count on that, Anderson County, we're coming for that ass again Friday night. Just remember that. Because I know should the unthinkable happen, I've never played a down of football for Greenville, but these guys are going to roast me like I played every down with them. So I'm going to lay it on. You guys have a good one. Good night, Megan. Good night, Riley. Good night, Dwayne. Good night, Kevin. Good night, Tyler. Good night, Kevin. Good night, everybody else. Later.